So many people remember you guys from WCW, from Nitro, from Wrestling Hall and Nash, the Outsiders, the NWO. How the hell? I guess we'll start with Crowbar. How did that even come about? I know you have, I guess, somewhat of a relationship or had a relationship maybe with Sullivan. Who
Yeah.
gets you guys in the door?
Uh, I went down first via Kevin Sullivan through Tony Rumble and Dennis Carluzzo somehow. And I was there originally as a cruiserweight guy, wrestled Conan, wrestled Eddie Guerrero on the Saturday Night Show, uh, went to ECW for maybe a year, just under a year, and then we formed a tag team, and we get a lot of bookings up in the Boston area. You know, Tony Rumble knew Kevin Sullivan well. Kevin had seen us up there, and one day we just got the call. I don't even remember exactly how it all came to pass. I think it was Tony Rumble, maybe.
Yeah, it was. I kept saying, Kevin,
Yeah,
you got anything for you got? Can you use me? Can you use me? He's like, I don't have a spot for you, and I'm like, can you just bring me up and let me work? And I just want to be in the mix. He's like, well, I can't give you a contract right now, but if you want to come up and do TV, absolutely. And then before we knew it, we were booked on a lot of TVs. We
yep,
were booked so much that we got booked for that Disney, that like long, like 30 days in Disney, and we had to say no because we had college at the time, so and we're taking summer classes, so we couldn't do that. I look back, I mean, can't look back with hindsight, but that 30 days in Disney, we would have had some fun those
yeah.
days.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. So, how
Yeah.
does the Outsiders tag match come about, though? How do they put you on Nitro for that tag match for that?
So we did a few matches. See,
Back
I
to
worked
back
with
weeks.
Kevin
Yeah,
I worked Kevin Nash doing TV for WWE.
Yep.
And I was Scott Hall there. Scott Hall was always super cool to me when I was doing TV for WWE. Always super. Like, just he'd put his bag right next to you and change next to you and say, "How's your day?" and tell me, he just talk to you, get to know you. So I always had a lot of respect for both those guys. And Kevin loved me because I took this crazy bump for him on Nitro one time. Literally, he grabbed me by the throat and he choke slammed me. I took this huge bump over the top rope. You ever see that bump, Chris?
yeah, yep,
Okay. So I took this huge bump for him, and he never forgot that. And we did a few matches for WCW. I think the first TV we worked with High Voltage,
yep,
and I worked with Glacier that night, and you had a singles match. You worked with Eddie again,
yeah, yep,
and then we got booked for a few more. And once again, college came up. You went up to TV. I couldn't, and we got booked. We were told the Steiners, and we got there. It was Hall and Nash. I think that's how it
yeah,
was. I'm not sure.
yep.
You know, and it was what it was. And then 2 weeks later, we're in the airport, and he and I, we were too young to even rent cars back then.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
walking to the airport, and we hear, "Hey, look around! It's Kevin Nash. He's sitting down.
Just
He's as
having a
tall as I.
rematch.
Yeah, he's sitting. He's sitting. He's as tall as we are. And we were standing up. And he's like, "Where you guys going?" I'm like, "We're trying to get to the hotel or the arena." He's like, "You're coming with me, boys." So we came with him. He's like, "You're wrestling us tonight," and I go, "No, I think like you saw it on Saturday night." It said, "And on Nitro, Devin Storm and Ace Storm versus the Steiners," or something like that. That there was something in the air that we were supposed to wrestle someone else.
Yeah,
He's like, "Who do you think's booking around here?" He goes, "You guys wrestling me again tonight." All right.
yeah.
Now, what's up with the name? Why do they call you the Extreme? Technically, you guys were the Extremist, right? They kind of changed it up. Well, why the Extreme?
Why do you think?
To make fun of ECW?
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's that simple. Okay.
Oh, they never told us that, but they said we're from Stamford, Connecticut. We're called the Extreme. And we got our asses kicked. What do you think? That's a
Yeah.
rib. That's a rib and a rib and a rib.
Yeah.
Now,
It's a
did you
rib, triple layer rib
Yeah. Yep.
sandwich there.
mind Crowbar doing the jobs like in that fashion? I know they're the tag team champions for the tag titles technically. Did you mind though that rib or the job or no?
I was happy just to be out there playing around at that time. You too, you agree, man? It was just really cool. You know?
And not only that, but it really helped on the indies. Like we'd go to any show together, and people would be like, "Oh, you went Starcade this weekend?" Like just because we were getting we weren't featured in a prominent role. When we got to the smaller shows, we were huge. The TV experience was huge for us. We're selling a ton of pictures. It would have been nice to get in there and show them more what we can do and be used in a better position. Like we had some good match. We got to wrestle Public Enemy, and and then we'd get booked on the Indies, and the main event would be me and Chris versus Public Enemy, because now we're WCW guys now, even though we're just we got our asses kicked on Nitro. Doesn't matter. Now we're WCW guys. So now you're gonna see us
And
on
you can put
Saturday
it
night.
on a poster. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Sure. We just lost to Renegade and Joe Gomez, but in bumfuck Pennsylvania, we're on the top of the card. So it helped with the Indies for sure.
Big
Hey,
time. Yep.